At the Game Awards of 2016, Hideo Kojima presented a second trailer for his newest project, Death Stranding. Kojima explains that the new trailer is said to provide hints as well as misleading visuals for the audience. Although the trailer is still puzzling at first glance like its prior trailer, there's much to examine at a closer angle. As we all know, Kojima loves to play games with us all. Before we get into theories, I wanted to note that the trailer has a lot of similarities to the original Death Stranding trailer. A lot of the same aspects are found in both teasers, such as the same dark sky, the muddy ground, and even similar camera movement. The camera only shows what Kojima wants us to see. The camera moves throughout the trailer almost in one shot, with the occasional bits that change direction to another camera. Keeping that in mind, both the trailers do justice to Kojima's way of expressing his games. One of the first things I would like to discuss is the rainbow that is cleverly hidden in plain sight. At the start of the trailer, the camera slowly pans up, and we see a puddle of what first looks like an arch of some sort. We find out later that the arch is the rainbow, which above the ground is upside down. Keep in mind that the rainbow is right side up when you first see it in the puddle. I found myself doing what I didn't think I would ever do: research on rainbows. The upside down rainbow is an unusual phenomenon caused by sunlight through a thin visible screen of small ice crystals in the sky. In my last Death Stranding video, I discussed an array of icebergs in the distance at the end of the trailer, and it might be a long shot, but those icebergs and the rainbow might connect the two trailers in some way, due to the fact that they're both made of ice. But this isn't what makes the specific rainbow special. Rainbows are said to symbolize God's bow. In the Bible found in Psalm 7:11-12, it states, "God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turns not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready." As the rainbow is pointing towards the ground in the trailer, this could explain that the bow is symbolizing how God is executing his judgment upon humankind. If we go back to the rainbow in the puddle at the beginning of the trailer, we find it pointing in the opposite direction, as if to oppose the second rainbow. Could this show a fight between humankind and God? Or could both the rainbows be facing humankind? Humanity doesn't seem to have any control from what we have seen in these trailers. Although this is quite a dark reference, Death Stranding doesn't seem far off to make this believable. Death, of course, is in the title of the game. To make this reference more convincing, take a look at Hideo Kojima's official Twitter page. A tweet from Hideo soon after the release of the second trailer reads, "Death Stranding's theme is about the strand that humans will lose in the near future. The theme of Death Stranding is a popular topic that Kojima loves to bring up, either through sticks and rope or the connection between humanity and the world." Something else that sticks out in this trailer like a sore thumb is Guillermo del Toro and the baby. I previously stated in my first Death Stranding analysis video that Kojima and del Toro denied their collaboration with each other for Death Stranding, although now I retract the statement. From the looks of the trailer, you might think that he is casted to play a character in Death Stranding, although I don't think that's what del Toro and Kojima are stating here. If you have seen del Toro in interviews, conferences, or any other public appearance, you will notice that he's usually wearing a black suit, like the one in the trailer. If you compare Guillermo's character in the trailer with the environment around him, including the other characters, he doesn't seem like he's trying to suit up with the theme here. He looks like the extremely talented film director Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo's name also isn't credited at the end slate of the trailer either. It's not like Kojima and del Toro to place Guillermo in the trailer just for laughs. There's something quite large going on between Kojima, del Toro, and Norman Reedus. If you take a closer look at del Toro's hand in the trailer, you can see something that makes his character relatable to Norman Reedus' character in the past trailer. Both are wearing futuristic handcuffs with only one cuff attached to them, while the other cuff continuously blinking. Wouldn't it be interesting if Reedus' handcuffs were the exact same handcuffs that del Toro is wearing? What if the lone cuff on Norman Reedus' character was attached to del Toro, and vice versa? The two would be attached. The extra cuff could also be attached to a third person, making del Toro and Reedus connected via a center character, Hideo Kojima. If you notice in both the trailers, Reedus has his handcuffed on his left hand, while del Toro has his handcuffed on his right hand. That corresponding hand would be connected to Kojima. If this theory is correct, we might be seeing a future Death Stranding trailer, if not the next one, with Hideo Kojima with two separate futuristic handcuffs on him, one attached to del Toro and one to Reedus. The connection between the three not only shows restrictions, but a bond. If Hideo was the third and center character in this connection of handcuffs, that wouldn't make this the first time that they were captive in a deranged environment. Kojima has been completely calm and passive with this Konami incident. He has rarely discussed with the public what happened during the last months working at Konami, which I completely respect. But in the past two trailers he made for Death Stranding, it almost looks like he is referencing this incident. There's a couple of attributes in the teasers that make me presume this idea. Norman Reedus is completely bare, which might show how he was stripped of his right to be the protagonist in Silent Hills. The stitches along del Toro's head could make us presume to symbolize that Guillermo's creativity was limited or was dismissive in that project. Both these characters also look distressed. And lastly, the baby. This baby is such a major part of both these trailers. I won't be going too deep into the baby details in this video, but I'll save that for a future baby video. Now this is quite a strange and sore subject because of the copyright reasons between Kojima and Konami, but I believe that the baby is not really considered to be PT nor Silent Hills, but instead the baby was the entirety of the Silent Hills project that the trio, Kojima, Del Toro, and Ritas, worked on. The three made the Silent Hills project their own original story, which they grew close to. For the sake of the video, we will reference the Silent Hills project as KDR. In the first Death Stranding trailer, Norman loses his baby, which we would assume be the time Konami refuses KDR to continue. In the second trailer, you see Del Toro holding a tank, in which he uses a cord connected to his body to bring the baby, or KDR, back to life. Although KDR won't be Silent Hills, it would be transformed into Death Stranding. While this could be completely wrong, it is a little more than a coincidence that Ritas, Del Toro, and Kojima are affiliated in Death Stranding in some way. Soon after the second Death Stranding trailer was announced, Del Toro took to Twitter to post a few tweets about Konami. One of the tweets reads, "Konami canceling Silent Hills after PT is one of the most moronic things I've ever witnessed." Although I completely agree, I find it a little suspect that he tweets this soon after the teaser for Death Stranding comes out, with him in it. Why discuss Silent Hills or PT now? Sounds like he planned to tweet this, which makes things much more interesting. Although the strange series of events between Konami and Kojima still sits in the minds of every Kojima supporter, it is extraordinary how Hideo proves his strength and intelligence with this new project. Kojima surely loves to place a lot of symbolism in these trailers to keep us guessing what the theme actually is. While it's still unsure what is going on in these trailers, there's a lot of extreme amount of detail in such a short and a mysterious teaser. Thank you guys for watching. Show your support by liking the video, and as it helps me decide what videos you actually like. Subscribe today, as I still have so much more to discuss on this trailer. I will release another Death Stranding video in the coming weeks. What do you guys think is going on in this new trailer, and what do you want me to discuss further on? Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in the comment section.